The power of listening.
Trust.
What makes people different?
How do you stay pure?
What is emotional and mental health?
How do I deal with pressure?
What is unique about the feminine and masculine
How
nature?
do you deal with
The
betrayal?
power of influence.
How do you move on after being hurt?
What is love?
Do you have the right to feel offended?
Why aren't people self-sufficient?
Hey guys, welcome back to the room. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever it is you're watching this. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you've had a wonderful day. Today I am joined with someone special. Jed isn't around. Here with me today is behind the camera. Today I'm joined with my cousin Becky. Yes. So can you tell us a bit about yourself, Becky? Because I know you. I know how you've been, but I don't know if everyone watching us knows who you are and knows how you've been. So how have you been? Who are you?
Been good. You know, like now that you're out of school, the introduction is kind of different. But anyway, so my name is. Let me give you this. My name is Chichi Rebecca. This is my cousin Jonathan. And this is regarding the best cousin family. Sorry, no offense.
Yeah.
But yeah. So who's Rebecca? Well, she's a very fun person. She likes smiling and laughing, as you can tell.
Runs in the
First
family.
minutes of the video. Yeah. I'm so enthusiastic about things that I decide to do, which are very few. So, for example, ministry. I'm a minister in the Miracle Center Cathedral. I'm a minister in the Miracle Kids Church. And yes, you can come. You can bring your children. If you are age, you have discipleship class. Yeah. So I'm a minister for my basketball player. So I still have some moves. But not for a match. Not for a match.
Right.
Just like to show off and stuff. Yeah, basically that's it. I'm my last born daughter. Yes. What else? I think that's it.
How has VAC been so far?
Well, I thought VAC would be okay. In my own words, VAC is so overrated. Like, it's very overrated. You are at school and you're like, oh my god, VAC, I cannot wait for VAC. And then you reach VAC. And then you and VAC are looking at each other. Like, there's nothing much to do, basically. But if you're not working, it's just
true.
being in the house, watching movies. We used to be in school and we used to have the lists of movies and series they would watch. I hope you're done with that list because it has been enough time. But VAC is more interesting if you have something to do. So VAC has not been bad so far. Oh, I'm also a Red Cross member. So
We have
okay,
doctors.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
we
I'm
have
a Red
doctors.
Cross member and volunteer. Proud, very proud. Yeah. So basically, that's it. I've been volunteering in VAC. I've not been working. Not yet. Still waiting on God. Probably I'll start. But school is almost starting. That's August, so there are like a few months which I fully want to dedicate to ministry. Yeah. So VAC has been interesting. My VAC is nice. Very nice. Full of rest.
Full of rest. Wanted and unwanted.
Yeah.
Wanted
The
and-
unwanted emphasis on that.
Wow. Okay. So for all of you who keep saying I'm a pastor, future pastor, my cousin over here is trying to dedicate most of her time to ministry. So I don't think I'm the one who is a pastor in the family. This is our fourth pastor, yes? Fourth.
You're counting yourself as that.
No. There's dad, mom,
Pastor
Majo,
Marjorie.
and you. You see?
We wait upon the Lord.
We wait upon the Lord.
Yeah.
The Lord has not spoken to me in that direction.
Not yet as well. So
Okay, Kale.
we wait.
We shall see. For me, since the last time we recorded, the life has been interesting. Yeah, I celebrated Valentine's Day for the first time.
Nice.
That story was
Nice.
something. So basically, I took my sister out. Before any of you might have any idea of anything.
But ask with whom?
My sister, my beloved sister, my beloved sister, and it went it was a memory to have. We will be looking back on this day and laughing, me and Jerusha. So basically, it was on a school day. So we left school a bit early, came home. I planned to get money from my phone when we got home, but we got home late, so I was in a hurry. We get there, 5 minutes, we're waiting. After 5 minutes, we find a place, we sit. Jerusha asks, what's the budget for? I tell her, you can pick what you want. She says, what's the budget? I said, feeling hard. You just pick what you want. So I was like, then she said, no problem. Pick leaves. Then she ate, she finished. I also ordered, ate, finished. Then I said, okay, you know what, let me have the bill so that we can leave. I get the bill. Then I try to pay using my phone. Why does my phone refuse? Why does my phone refuse? I don't know. I sat for 30 minutes just trying to pay. I'm so glad that the staff at Java's looked at me and did not try to speed me along. They just left me to continue. So I tried. Then Jerusha asked me, is everything okay? I was like, yeah, everything is fine, but my sister is not stupid. So at a certain point she said, just call dad. And I was like, maybe. Now here's the thing, maybe it's a guy thing, maybe it's a human thing, or maybe it's a Jonathan thing that I need to work on. But the pride within me was like, nah, I can fix this, I can salvage this situation. I'm not alone. So I tried again for the next 10 minutes. Then I said, you know what, rather than trying to embarrass myself and wash dishes at 12, let me just call my dad. So I call my dad, he helps me send the money. He says, you'll have to pay me back, which I did, of course, because I am a man of my word.
Yes.
So pay. Then we are driving home and it hits me. In fact, Jerusha even said that, you know, I was going to leave you there. I was going to go to the bathroom and not come back. And they ask you to do the dishes. Then when you're done with the dishes, we can go. But in the car as we're coming back, at first I was really mad. I was mad at God. I said, God, why did you make my phone not work? Why? But then I also... Yeah, then I realized, actually, this is a teaching moment. Because imagine if I had gone with someone who is not family. Imagine that kind of embarrassment, that level of embarrassment. So after being very angry and very annoyed, I just started laughing because I was like, this is actually a funny story. Now I can be like one of those parents who has a story to tell their kids. Yeah. So that's basically been it. For me, I'm starting uni in April, so there's also that.
Yeah.
And with that comes quite a bit of pressure. As part of today's episode, we are discussing pressure, and I wanted to ask Becky, first of all, what are the different kinds of pressures that people face, like people our age, people still in high school? What are some of those pressures, and how can we navigate them?
Oh wow, good thing you didn't say run away from the pressure. So I think the biggest thing that is in high school is peer pressure. Like it's everywhere. At my school, it was not okay. What I'm going to say was not a bad peer pressure, but it was pressure. So what would happen? My former school, I will not disclose the name, but I was anyways. It was a private school, one of the renowned schools, very prestigious. And one of the pressures that was at my school is that you'd wake up and you're in bed. Guys, like it's just 5 or 4. Okay, 5 is late. It's just like 4:30. You are alone in bed. Before you know it, you are alone in dormitory. Before you know it, you enter a class and everyone is in class reading books. Not just you. No mention is on your neck, and you're like, okay, guys, what's happening? Over the weekend when you're supposed to like relax, enjoy yourself, but no one is in dorm. You're like, am I in the wrong place at the right time? Like, what's happening? And I feel like in life, apart from the very many pressures, first of all, we have the peer pressure to do certain things that are not right. Certainly, our age, I think we deal more. I don't want to say we deal, but the thing that affects us most is peer pressure to do with relationships. In that, for example, you might be a girl or a boy out there, you're not interested in dating anyone and stuff like that, and because everyone in your group is dating and you see the benefits of a relationship, you're like, bruh,
Free food for the girls.
bruh. Like, okay, like, I want to be loved, I want to be bruh, and at some point you're going to get into something that you're not actually supposed to be. You get into a relationship that does not make sense. Like, I look back sometimes and like, what was I thinking? Like, I almost did that and like, I thank the Lord because he was there, because otherwise I'd be so bad. And there's that pressure, and there's pressure for books, there's pressure from teachers, guys. Teachers can put pressure on you. Sometimes it is not necessary, sometimes it is good. But like, why are you screaming at me early in the morning? We have just woken up. Like, you can just tell me, you know what, guys, I need my work. Do not come to class screaming and shouting on the top of your lungs that you need your work. We did your work, and sometimes it's overwhelming for certain people. For us, we are used. To some people,
Veterans.
to some people, it can be overwhelming. I've seen a girl break down because of the intensity of work that can be given at school, the pressure that has been put. That is also another story. So the kind of pressure I want to put emphasis on today is it might actually apply to all kinds of pressure. Is positive pressure. For example, there's a story I heard. I do not know the details or the specifics of the names or whatever. I'm just going to tell the story how it is. So, oh Lord, help me tell the facts. But a long time ago, they used to get a certain kind of fish from the ocean, which was not in a certain region of the world. Let me use two locations, north and south. For example, they're fishing from the north. This kind of fish is not there in the south. So this is what they did. They wanted to transport this fish to the south. So the first thing they did, the pressure is the challenge that has been put. This distance, we need to transport this thing fresh. The way it tastes, like, we need someone to test the north from the south. So they used to get the fish, freeze them, and then transport them. But then by the time it reaches the north, it would have lost its taste. Like, it would be sloppy and all that.
Disgusting.
So they said, you know what, let's try another alternative. And they put fish in the tank, alive and well, and transported it from the south to the north. Same thing. The flesh of the fish was mushy and all that. It was not tasty at all.
My men don't like fish.
So one individual decided to introduce a pressure. A pressure, which is a catfish. And a catfish and this specific fish are natural enemies. So, for example, a cat and a rat. If you put a cat and a rat in the same house, obviously the rat might become very fit because it has to run, or it might be eaten. So this was it. So they introduced catfish to the tank. I said they are natural enemies, the catfish and the fish, that specific breed. And what this did was to keep the fish active. So they were swimming around, they were alert to make sure they were not being preyed on. And by the time they reached the north or on the other side, they were still fresh. They were actually still as if they've just fished them out of the ocean and served fresh. So certain pressures in our lives actually to push us or to expose certain abilities that we have. For example, I'm very sure if certain people are not put under pressure, for example, I cannot read a certain way. That's the truth. I cannot read a certain way. If you're not put under pressure by expectation of your parents,
Jesus,
you might actually live
that one.
a life that is less than what you should live. For example, if I've grown up in a family where my mom expects me to be a leader, trust me, I'm going to push and become a leader, and that leadership trait in me is actually going to be forced out of me. Unlike a person who is not pressurized at all. For example, no, son, it's okay. You can stay home, you can enjoy life, it's okay, we already have enough leaders, blah, 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 blah. And the potential on the inside of you might not be exposed because there are certain pressures that have not been applied. That is a positive pressure.
If you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And as always, thank you